progressing. Kesselring saw the doctor again, so yeah, but I hope to see him skate by probably the end of the week here.
Do you have any sort of time frame for Alex?
No, right now I kind of stay in that day-to-day category. Don't really have a time frame for him.
Sorry,
I believe it doesn't appear to be anything major with
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean that was the good news with it. That I missed a little bit of time, but it doesn't look like anything too major.
Danforth skate on his own?
I believe he did have a little skate. Yeah, just his preliminary. Get going again.
As far as Jason Zucker goes, we've talked about what he offers you, but you know, just to have the depth that you've had over this streak, I mean, it's been unique to see, you know, Peyton move up. I mean, he's staying there. Just how much has the depth like really boosted you? I mean, it's been pretty high end.
Well, it's been very important, obviously. I mean, we've been hit pretty hard. Not many teams have been hit harder with injuries than we have. So when you have, you know, Oslin, Rosine, Dunn, Krebs, the guys that maybe don't play as much, moved up and have played as well as they did, they're a big factor in the reason we were able to put that many games together. I mean, you know, right now you're looking at the back end, we got Timmins and Kesselring out, and I think the depth with the guys we've got there, and Metza coming in playing as well as he has, and Bryce going in, again, has kept us alive on the back end.
This is Jason Zucker's second or third time coming back from missing long spans with injuries. Do you see like an excitement coming out of him? Is he ready to come back? What have you sensed from him as far as this time coming back?
Yeah, you know, I think that he's really looking forward to it. You know, I think our power play has been better when he's in the lineup and when he's on it. He's got the most power play goals, so he can help us in that aspect. But I think the little extra time helped him too. I mean, he came off an upper body and a lower body at the same time, and I think you know, he a little frustrated he wasn't put back in earlier. But I think the little extra time will help him too, and I think he can help us.
But as a veteran, wouldn't he understand too? You guys were on a 10-game winning streak. I mean, you don't want to really mess with that too much too.
Yeah, it's not, you know, it's not so much. I'll say this about the winning part of it. It's just how well the individuals were playing. The reward for staying there. There wasn't like you could look at and say, boy, this guy's struggling. You know, we were getting an effort from everybody that, you know, when we sit as coaches, and you know, even Yarm was sitting in some of our meetings, and we're talking about lineup. You're talking about, well, does he deserve to come out? You know, and that's a great problem to have. You don't have that problem very often. You know, if you want to base it on last game, we could probably have quite a few guys come out.
He expressed his frustration to you about that?
Yeah, for sure. You know, I talked to him before that Dallas game, and he was anxious to get back in, which he should be. And any player that sits out shouldn't be happy. If he's happy, he's in the wrong business. So, as a veteran, put me in the lineup.
And especially since every game he had been out was a winning game, and that was building up.
You had to bring that up too, didn't you?
I'm sure he did.
No, he didn't, and he didn't bring any of that up. But he wanted to play. He wanted to be back in the lineup. I respect that. I want him to be unhappy. I want him to be upset with not being in the lineup. That's a good place to be.
How has this been for Kesselring? It seems like he's been battling really both of these injuries. Like he's never really quite gotten to 100%.
Yeah, you know, he was getting pretty close, and then again he got hit here again. Basically the same injury he was dealing with. So sort of tweaked what he was dealing with, and now hopefully won't be near as long. But we'll get him back and get him going again.
The first one or the second one, I guess?
I think it's the second one. The second one, not the first one. The second one.
I know you're going to say it's one at a time, and I know that.
Yeah.
But you do have 6 out of the next 7 here, and it does seem like you've been building a lot here this season, especially in recent games. Just how huge an opportunity is this to really get everybody behind you and keep rolling in this building?
Well, I think it's really important that you focus in on what made us a good team, and that we played really well away from the puck. We played well defensively. We kept the high quality opportunities down. We were able to play the game the right way in tight games, won a lot of tight games, won overtime games. It is like you say, we're looking at one game, and that's tomorrow's game, but we would really like to establish that this is a tough building to come in and play. That, when they come and they go, man, the Sabres are playing well in here. That starts with playing well defensively. I think that the second part, you got to be ready to flat out outwork the other team. You can think you can outskill them. There's skill everywhere. We got to be ready to put the work in. That means outskate them, back check them, which has been a strong suit for us in this segment.
Did you get a taste of that against Boston? Just the atmosphere. I mean, there was a buzz that night, and I think it was
Yeah.
special.
The buzz was. It was awesome. There was, even when we landed the other night, there was a couple cars parked outside the airport there that, a couple guys were yelling. That was pretty cool to see too. But I think that's the excitement of getting yourself in a good place. We've worked hard to get to that place, so we got to work even harder to stay there. That was part of the meeting this morning. That there's nothing easy. There's no team you can point to and say, well, this is going to be an easier one tonight. We got to put the work in. We got to be ready to continue to play the way we've been playing behind the other team, manage the puck. We're managing the puck well. We're a tough team to play against.
You talked about these are good decisions to have to make, but they're hard decisions too. And I'll use Dunn as an example. You've talked many times what he's brought to the lineup, and when you're sitting in there with your staff, that has to be difficult to say, well, maybe, do we pull him out or look at what he's brought?
Yeah, I think, Paul, there's an opportunity with you look at the number of games we have to play that it doesn't matter kind of win or lose. We can put a couple fresh guys in the lineup, or if somebody's a little bit banged up, somebody else can go in. I look at Kozak. He's ready to play. He's knocking on the doorstep to getting back in, and I think he can help us too. We've seen when he's in the lineup, his speed, his penalty killing has been good. He's been a lot of nights he's been able to take key draws for us. So we've got. I still say it's a good problem to have.
What have you seen from Josh Doan playing with Tage Thompson the last little bit?
Well, I think you've got a guy that's incredibly. He's hard on the puck. Like, he's around the puck. He's a puck hound. He can take a lot of pucks away from people. He can surprise a lot of people, and he's still making good plays at the same time. So it's kind of a unique chemistry there between those two. That he's pretty good around net front, and Tage's got a great shot. But I think you look at the Dallas game where Tage is around net front and gets a rebound goal, and then gets a nice play from Oslin. Sometimes there's a little bit of moving pieces when the lines, we're coming after power play or penalty killing. And it's an opportunity for other guys to play with each other. And I think you'll probably see a little bit of that too. It depends on what special teams look at on a given night. Thanks.
Okay, you lost a game. It wasn't your best one. Are you pretty much to a point now as a team where you can compartmentalize that, put that away, and be ready for the next one?
Yeah, no, it's not like we're sitting here and we've lost 8 out of the last 9, or last year's 13-game losing streak, and it's I'm proud of the team and the games that we put together in the past month. But we can't sit here and be complacent and say, "Oh, we did a really good job. Now we can just mail it in." It's go time. It's time to see what we're made of here. We're coming back, playing a lot of games at home over the next few weeks, and we have to continue to have a good home record. And I think it's going to be big for us, and tomorrow's a big game for us.
What has helped with this maturity to make you guys a more mature team? Is it just the experiences you've all gone through together?
I just think you see individually everyone's game's really mature. As a team, we're playing really good defense. went over some analytics today, and over that 10-game stretch, we've been doing really well, especially on the D side of things, and it's leading to a lot of offense. We just have to continue to focus on that, and I think it'll help us.
Alex, with the 10-game winning streak, the habits your team built, things you found in the analytics, how do you sustain those habits? Rasmus said something really good, like, this is when we really see if we have a really good team. What do you do to prove that you have a really good team?
Focus on tomorrow, get a win, play the right way, try to win your shift, and go from there.
What have you guys been missing without Jason Zucker? Obviously, you guys did well without him, but I mean, he brings a lot. Just what have you been missing?
Yeah, I mean, he is a veteran presence on and off the ice. It's someone that you can rely on in tougher times during the game, and he's got a really good offensive touch too that'll help us produce more.
Does his personality rub off on the guys a lot?
Oh yeah, no, it's definitely he definitely expects a lot out of the guys and a lot out of himself, and like I said, it's someone that we can rely on both on and off the ice.
Alex, a lot of guys in this room over time have talked about making this a tough place to play. And we saw that in the Boston game. The crowd was really behind you guys and won a lot of games here this year. Just what's the feeling been like that they're starting to, fill the seats and really get behind what you guys are doing, especially at home?
Honestly, we've just been really enjoying it. It's been great to have the crowd behind us. It's been a lot of fun each and every home game. We're just kind of rolling with it, just playing, like you said, playing hard. It's making this place a hard place to play, and stacking up a lot of wins here. So we got to continue doing that.
Alex, I know it's a disappointment because you've told me many times you would love to play on the Olympic team. It's not over. You still could wind up on the Olympic team, but I'm sure there was a lot of disappointment when you found out you didn't make the original group. Yeah,
no, obviously that was something that I was shooting for this year. Came up short, but I'm just going to use it as motivation to come in and work really hard each and every day. And no matter what, that's the type of guy I am. I just want to try to be better each every day for myself, for my teammates, and yeah.
What's the
how important it is to not feel like you've accomplished things with that 10 games, that this is kind of just the start of the push? How crazy is it to kind of look at the standings, like even after that 10 games, how crowded it still is, and the Eastern Conference is just so competitive this year? Yeah, no, we made some good headway, I thought, moving up in the standings, and we're going to try to push and continue to make more headway there. I mean, we're not complacent. We're not happy with being obviously out of the playoffs right now or in the wild card position. We want to push to try to continue to be better and stack up as many wins as possible and continue to move up in the standings.
What stood out about the depth you guys have this season? Just the way guys have moved all over, moved in and out, and got contributions from basically everyone.
Yeah, I mean, we've had some key injuries too, especially to start the year, and even guys are still out. Kulich, Danforth, obviously missing Kesselring here and there, and I mean the list goes on. And guy like Zucker will be coming back in. Will give us a little boost, and whoever comes in or out has got to be ready to play whenever they are called upon next. And it's that next man up mentality I think has been really key for us, and just playing simple, same way, and being able to be inserted into different lines of the lineup or whatnot, I think has really helped our group.
Team for the Four Nations, you didn't get the opportunity to get in, and now you've made the team for the Finnish Olympic team. What are your thoughts to be on that team?
Yeah, I mean, I said it before, it's a huge honor. Kind of what you dream of, and it's almost kind of when it happens, it feels a little surreal. It's you know it's there, it's coming, but when you get the call, it's just an unbelievable feeling.
As a kid in Finland, is that something that you just dream about, being, of course you dream about playing in the NHL, but to be able to play for your country, especially in the Olympics?
Yeah, I mean, back in the day, of course, we looked up to, the NHL players, but what you really watched always was the World Championships and Olympics, That always was on the TV, and everybody was watching that back home, so, playing for a national team in any stage was always a dream of mine, and there's no bigger stage than Olympics, so it's just a great honor.
When you were growing up, who were the guys that were in net for Finland for those games?
We had, a lot of different guys, but, I remember just watching Tuch was, big idol, and, just watching him play was great.
Is that why you're number one?
No, I'm number one because somebody just assigned it for me and got stuck with me. But obviously there's been so many good Finnish goalies who I've been, lucky enough to kind of model my game after and watch when I was growing up. So it's just, kind of that what makes it special to get the chance to.
You know the other two goalies very well, but I'm sure you're looking for the opportunity to be able to get into a game and play.
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody is. It doesn't matter. I feel like everybody just wants to go there and play, but in the end, it's about winning. It's about doing it as a team to win for your country. So I feel like everybody wants to play, but in the end, it's just bringing whatever you can to help the team win.
As far as getting ready for Vancouver now, all right, the winning streak's over, but do you feel you're a more mature team now where you can handle things? You've been through a lot of things together now as a group, and all right, it's one loss. You weren't going to win 50 in a row. I mean, do you just look at you guys can put that aside and get moving for the next game?
Yeah, and I think there's, you can look at that 10-game stretch now and see what we did right. You can kind of find a formula there which worked and which didn't. So I think that is a big thing for us. We can kind of go back to that and see, hey, like this is what we changed, this is what we need to do to win consistently. So I think that's kind of a big takeaway from that streak.
Plus, you've been a pretty good team at home this year as a team.
Yeah, no, we love to play at home. It's big thing for us. We want to win for the home crowd every time, and make it a hard place to play in. So everybody's excited to get back on track tomorrow.
Do you feel, has this been basically just a situation where, hey, it's been a winning record and you don't change a winning lineup?
You got to ask Lindy that. I don't have an answer for you.
But you've been in this league long enough, you kind of know how things work, right?
Yeah.
Talk about how ready you are now to be back in the lineup and especially help the power play, which has had problems in the last 4 or 5 games.
Yeah, I'm excited to be back. I think it'll be a good opportunity.
Jason, what's the opportunity ahead for you guys, having 6 out of 7 at home, with the way you've started to make this a tough place to play you wanted to?
Yeah, we gotta make sure this building's a tough one to come into and be really hard to play against here.
Just, you've been durable throughout your career. What's it been like having to?
I don't know if I'll say that. Continue.
Well, it seems like you've been durable, for a lot of your career. Just what's it been like, having to watch, for a few weeks here and there this season?
Yeah, it's not fun. You never want to be out. I've had my fair share of injuries, but everyone goes through them. It's just part of the game, and you gotta just make sure you're ready to go whenever you get the chance to be back.
Jason, from your perspective, what's the key to getting the power play back on track here with you back in the mix?
I think we just got to simplify a little bit, get more pucks on net. Try to shoot pucks to kind of put them in chaos a little bit and create some chances that way. Every kill in this league is so good. It's hard to beat them when they're standing there staring at you. So you got to try to tire them out. Put them in chaos, shoot some more pucks, keep it simple, get those pucks back, and create chances that way.
And right now you're taking Noah Oslin's spot in line with Norris and Tuch. What impressed you about the way Oslin has played with those guys the last few weeks, and how can he carry that over to his new line?
I like Oshie's game a lot. He's played really well. He showed what he can do in this league, and I think for me, I think I bring a different element to the line. But obviously, when you're playing with 2 average players, it's usually makes it a little bit easier to play the game.